with Black EXP Network. And the reason why we do this, the mission of the Education Tribe is to grow and engage our membership with game-changing educational resources that help to promote mindset shifts and increase production to all of our members. And so we do this every Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, and we try to bring you some of the best in the business to just share their ideas and resources with you, and also just to know that you have additional support as a member of this group. So just a quick disclaimer, we here at Ben do not necessarily endorse any of the speakers or any products or services that they offer. However, we do encourage you to go check them out on their social media pages. If they do offer some types of additional resources or trainings, you're more than welcome to check them out on your own. But I have a really special guest here. She's out of H-Town, out here with me here in Houston, Texas. And for those of you who don't know, we just went through a storm here, but we're here anyway. And Nicole is actually, she's out traveling, but she is committed to being here with you to show you some things. So I would love to introduce our guest speaker for today, Nicole Ellison. And she's a friend who is near and dear to me. Again, as mentioned, she is here in the Houston area, and she's here to tell us about how you can elevate your real estate career with YouTube's success strategies. So before I get too deep into it, I do want to just give you a quick introduction to Nicole. So Nicole has been a licensed real estate agent for 2 years, closing 14 transactions in her second year while being a solo agent and working a 9-to-5 in education. In June of 2023, Nicole was able to resign from her 9-to-5. How many of you here are working a 9-to-5 and want to do that? Raise your hand. She's here to pursue real estate full time. After starting her YouTube channel in July of 2023, she has grown her channel to over 600 subscribers, gaining an average of 5 to 10 subscribers a day. YouTube has taken Nicole's real estate business to new heights, and she has helped several clients who found her on YouTube with relocating and purchasing a property here in Houston, Texas. So I think this is a really great opportunity, you know, for Nicole. Like, she did it in a 9-to-5 career, and she was able to use it to pivot into a full-time real estate career. So many of us here want to do that. So if before we get started and while she gets set up, if you are here joining us, if you could just drop where you are tuning in from in the chat, because this is a great way for us to test to make sure our chat is working. So why don't you go ahead and tell us what market you're in. All right. Florida, Maryland, New Mexico, Virginia Beach. Ooh, we all over. Where is our West Coast? What I noticed is that we don't have a whole lot of West Coast. Anybody on the West Coast? Say something. I still don't see him. All right. Well, anyway, I don't want to hold this up any further. So without further ado, everyone, Nicole Ellison, and feel free to take it from here. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to share with you guys how YouTube can be a game changer for your real estate business. Like Rachel said, I completed 2 years in December. So I'm in my 3rd year of real estate. I've been full-time for this past year. I was dual agent before that. And YouTube has definitely been a game changer in my business, in my lead generation and marketing strategies. So last year I did close 14 homes. That's while working full time. This year, with the first 6 months of the year, I've already closed 13. So I'm doubled what I closed my entire year last year already in 6 months. And I do want to say that YouTube was a big, it was a game changer for me. And that's what made my sales go up this year as well. So I can't wait to show you guys my strategies and how to get started in YouTube. So right now, when I made this slide was a few weeks ago. I had 838 subscribers. Now I'm looking at my YouTube. I have 861. So 30 more subscribers have been added. I have 71,000 views. So got 10,000 more views in the last few weeks and 751 shares. So that means that 751 people have shared my videos to other people. So that's why YouTube is such a good lead generation strategy, because it is a search engine. Unlike Instagram, Facebook, YouTube it's a search engine. It's actually the number 2 search engine in the world. Billions of people a month search YouTube for specific reasons. So they're actually searching, living in Houston, Texas, relocating in Houston, Texas, new construction homes in Houston, Texas. And so when they search, my videos are coming up. Or YouTube, with the analytics, YouTube is suggesting my video to a certain crowd. So once you get going on YouTube, it learns who your audience is, and it will suggest your videos to that particular audience. And the audience for YouTube is going to be more people relocating to your area. So everyone that I've helped have actually been they're out of state and they're relocating to Houston. So that's one reason why YouTube is a game changer, because it's more intentional. Instead of, Instagram, people are kind of just scrolling and it's not really, YouTube's more intentional. They're actually searching for your specific topic that your channel is on. And so YouTube is owned by Google, which is the #1 search engine in the world. And Google recognizes that videos are harder to create than written content. So Google weighs video differently when doing the web ranking. So SEO is search engine optimization. And so when people type in, maybe they'll put in Houston Realtor or Nicole Ellison Realtor, I'll pop up. And also my YouTube videos will pop up as well. So it helps with your ranking in Google as well. So once again, that Google search, being intentional, looking for a real estate agent in the Houston area or in your area, you will pop up. Okay, so this is an example of a search. And it shows how my YouTube videos, they pop up when people are searching for real estate in the Houston area. So that's an example of how YouTube will bring up your how Google will bring up your YouTube channel in that search engine optimization. Okay, so why YouTube? YouTube videos can bring you free traffic, leads, and sales. I constantly get emails, texts, phone calls of people who they're like, hey, we're thinking about relocating to Houston. We found you on YouTube. Then they'll start asking about different areas or new construction. And that's what YouTube does. It brings your reach to people, all over the United States instead of just your specific city. And so you can attract new subscribers who ultimately will turn into clients, and that will ultimately grow your business. So creating a YouTube channel, it's very easy. You go to YouTube, you have a sign in, and I'm gonna put this link in the, I'm gonna put this link in the footage for your video chat. That way it's a video on how to start a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna put that in the chat I'll put it at the end of the webinar. That way you can watch it and it'll show you how to get started on a channel. But it's really easy. Once you get started, you're going to name your channel. And so the channel is an extension of your brand. So you want to choose a name that you commonly use to market your business. So my name in social media, everywhere, is Nicole Ellison Realtor. So that is what my YouTube channel name is. It's Living in Houston, Texas, Nicole Ellison Realtor. So it's the name that I commonly use with all my marketing in my business. After you name your channel, you have an About tab, and that's the section that viewers can see, and it kind of tells them what your channel is about. So, and you want to tell them, subscribe. You want to tell them, call me. You want to give them just let them know you're available. You want to help them relocate. You want to help them move to Houston. Feel free to reach out. Because if you don't tell them that, and I've seen a difference from when I wasn't telling them to call or subscribe to now that I do, and I'm getting more calls in YouTube. So in your about section, you want to tell who you are, what you do, what your channel is about, what content viewers can expect and why they should subscribe, and then tell them to subscribe and reach out to you if they have any questions about relocating to your area. You want to choose the name that reflects your brand. So like I said, mine is the Living in Houston, Texas, Nicole Ellison Realtor. And I'm going to show you guys my page in a few, but this is the About section where viewers can click on it and learn what your channel is about. Here we go, right there. So one, you want to tell who you are. And so in the second paragraph, I put, I'm a real estate agent and relocation specialist in Houston, Texas. Okay, then you want to say what you do. And what your channel was about. My channel was all about living in Houston and Houston real estate. Let them know, you work a lot with people relocating to your city, you love it, and how your channel will provide them with information on neighborhoods, new construction, cost of living, pros and cons, and much more. So that way they know what content they can expect from your channel. And then you want to tell them why they should subscribe. And so one, they're going to get that information, about your area, about your specific area. And you're letting them know that you work with clients from all over that are relocating to contact you anytime because you can help them moving as well. So you want to give that call to action in there. You have to give that call to action. That way they know, okay, it's okay to call. It's okay to call that person. Once you have your YouTube, once you have it set up, okay, so you got your name, you have your about section, then it's time to set up your page. The first thing you want to do, one, you have to have everything look professional. And you can get the banner, so that's this top part here. You can get banners made on Fiverr. They have them on Canva. All you do is search YouTube banner and it'll bring up different banners and you just, change to your brand colors, change the font to your font, however you want to make your banner. I got mine made on Canva and I just searched, YouTube banners and found somebody. And so I got mine made on Canva. You want to have a professional picture. Okay, not a selfie, you want your picture to be a professional headshot. And then also you want your professional thumbnails. The thumbnails are the cover of your videos. So it tells what your video is about. So you want to have that professional as well. And the thumbnails you can get on Fiverr as well, or you can make on Canva, or you could buy them on Etsy. I actually bought mine on Etsy, and it sends a link to where it goes into your Canva, and then that's where you can change your brand colors, you can change, your fonts and everything, add your picture. And so Etsy is that's where I found my thumbnails. So, but make sure everything is professional. You want to use your same brand colors in all of your thumbnails. Make sure you have your picture in your thumbnail. It just makes it more personable. The people, they feel like they know you. Like when they call me or they email me and I call them back, it's like it's not a cold lead. It feels like a warm lead. Like they feel like they already know me, and it's from the videos, and so it makes it easier. To just get started with that person. They kind of trust you already, and it makes it easier for you to start working with them. They trust you. Okay, so once again, use consistent brand colors and fonts. So for all of my thumbnails, I have my same brand colors, I have my same fonts. I do try to change up the picture a little bit, just, so that way people that are not thinking they're watching the same video, but just make sure everything is consistent when it comes to the look of your page. So what equipment do you need? So when I first started, I had my cell phone and my gimbal, which is the device, the gray device on the right corner. And that just makes your videos smooth. So when you're moving around, your hand shaking, but it doesn't show it in the video. So that's all I had. But I do suggest getting a microphone because what I found when I go to a lot of new construction sites, and they're the house next door, they're hammering, they're drilling, and so you can, if you don't have a microphone, that noise picks up through the cell phone. So once I got a microphone, that helped with the noise level that was in the background. It helped reduce it. But that's really all you need. The cell phone, the stabilizer. I use a DJI stabilizer, and then I have a DJI microphone also. Um, I did just and a tripod, because I film my videos by myself. Like, I'm the only one there, and I have a tripod. And so what the tripod does is I can set it up, and my phone with the DJI app, my phone has the video has where it can follow me when I move. So the tripod is moving, following me as I move. So it looks like someone's filming me, but I'm doing it all by myself. And so phone, tripod, the stabilizer, microphone. I did just buy this little camera looking device on the top. I did just buy that. I heard it was good to film YouTube videos. I haven't tried it yet, but it's a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. And I heard it was good for filming. So I am going to start using that, but you do not need to. You have a cell phone. That's really all you need with the tripod, stabilizer, and microphone. Now, one thing you are going to have to do is edit your video. Well, you don't have to. I edit my videos. And I use an editing software called Filmora. And I learned how to edit just by watching the training videos on the Filmora website. So what it does is, at first I'll say my intro, and then it'll cut to like an intro video that I have that I got made on Fiverr. Then I'll say my call to action, which is, welcome back. If it's your first time watching, make sure to subscribe. If you're thinking about relocating to the Houston area, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you relocate to Houston. Just kind of giving them that call to action to reach out to you, to subscribe. And then I go into my video. But the editing I do on Filmora. And once you get the hang of it, and once you just watch the training videos and practice a little bit, it's really not that hard. You can also pay people to edit your videos. And so that's the option as well. Fiverr has people that edit YouTube videos on there. You can do that as well. So those are some options. I use Filmora. DaVinci Resolve is one. iMovie, if you have a MacBook, is one. Final Cut Pro, CapCut. There's a lot of different editing software that you can use. And, once again, YouTube is my best friend. Like, I'll go on there and search, how to edit a video on Filmora, and I'll watch some videos and it'll tell me what to do. And so you do have to do a little, bit of legwork on that part when it comes to the editing, but once you got it, it's really not that hard. If you can make a reel on Instagram, then you can edit a YouTube video. It's not that much different.
Hey, Nicole, quick
Yes,
question.
yes.
In the chat, it says, can you go live with the Osmo thingy? That exact
Can you
question.
go? Oh no. So the Osmo camera.
Mhm.
So no, because what you have to do to get the video onto like your, say you want to put it on your cell phone so you could, put it on social media, you have to plug it up and transfer it to your computer, kind of, so it's a process to get it onto your cell phone. So you can't go live. It'll be more, you'll film it, you'll transfer it to your computer, you'll edit, and then put it on YouTube.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions in there? I don't have it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Also, too, that for the audience or crowd, you can always throw any questions that you have into the chat. Of course, we'll have some time at the end for questions as well.
Okay. So YouTube video ideas. One, you want to keep your content on your page one topic. So if you're doing real estate, keep it real estate related. You don't want to have a real estate video, then a traveling video, then a vacation video with your kids, because that's not, your audience is not looking for that. So you want to make sure that your page is focused on real estate only. So some video ideas that you can do is property tours, new construction. You can do resale. I choose not to do resale because it's not evergreen, like meaning a year from now, that property is not going to be on the market. So it's not going to have any relevance a year from now. So you want to choose topics that people a year from now can search, and your video that you made 2 years ago is still relevant. And that's how YouTube constantly prospects for you. Like they might be looking at a video that I made, 6 months ago, and it's still relevant to them. So I stick to new construction because that's always going to be relevant. I'll make sure to put the builder, the floor plan name. A lot of time when people are out, maybe looking at going to model homes, they're looking at different floor plans, and that builder might not have that floor plan to look at that community. They'll search it up and find it on YouTube. That way they can kind of see a video of it. So new construction is a good idea for a video idea. Neighborhood tours. Neighborhood tours are huge. Like those are the ones that get the most views in my channel. So for example, in Houston, we have Town Lake, we have Bridgeland, there's all these master plan communities, and I will do a tour on that community. I'm showing the houses, so the price range from, 300 to over $1 million houses. I make sure I'm showing all the different price ranges of the houses. I'm showing the amenities. I'm showing the schools, the neighborhood, the community around it. So the restaurants, the shopping, the grocery stores, so people can get an idea of what it's like to live in that community. And those are really the videos that I get calls on the most when people are relocating. They're like, yeah, we want to move to the Cypress area. We saw your video on living in Bridgeland, and the video gives them a good layout of what to expect if they lived in that master plan community. So neighborhood tourists, definitely you want to do that. Educational videos. So just information on, getting pre-approved for a home, just different things like that, educating them on the home buying process. Those are good videos as well to make. Client testimonials. You can have a client that, you just help close a home, give a testimonial. Market updates. That is one you can do. Once again, it's not evergreen. So if someone is searching for it a year from now, the market has changed. So it's not really going to be relevant. So that's not one that I mean, people do them, but you want to make sure that your content is going to last and be relevant years from now. And you can also do interviews with new construction sales agents, lenders, title companies, and that kind of goes with the educational part. Informing your audience on, new construction sales, maybe incentives that they're offering and different things like that, lenders and what programs they're offering. So these are all great video ideas to do for your channel. And I just want to stress, keep everything real estate related and make sure your content is evergreen where it lasts. They can search it a year or two from now and it's still relevant to them. So the YouTube algorithm, you want to make sure to post at least once a week. What that does is the more you post, the more YouTube picks up who your audience is, and the more it will suggest you and your videos to that audience. So you want to be consistent and post at least once a week. Keep your content real estate related. Make sure your videos are longer than 4 minutes. One thing with the algorithm is YouTube keeps track of the watch times. And so you don't want to have a video, it might be, 3-4 minutes, but people are only watching it for 50 seconds or a minute and 10 seconds. So you want to keep your videos longer. That way people can watch it longer, and that will keep the algorithm, suggesting your video as well. You want to use keywords in your video description and title. So my best friend is ChatGPT, and I will just put in the search part for ChatGPT, write an SEO optimized YouTube video description about, and then whatever your video is about. So I might put about Perry Homes, floor plan 2339, or living in Town Lake. Whatever your video is about, you want to put right at SEO optimized. That way it's using the keywords that people are searching, and those keywords will be in your description, and that will help your video get brought up when people are searching using those keywords. So definitely you want to utilize ChatGPT to help with that, as well as writing your titles. You want to use ChatGPT. I'll put, write a SEO optimized YouTube title about, and then whatever your video is about. So you want to make sure to put that SEO optimized in there. That way it's bringing up keywords to help your video get brought up to your audience. At the end of your description, you can also use hashtags, just like how you would on Instagram. You can use hashtags. And so you want to make sure your hashtags are relevant to your video. So I'll put, living in Houston, Texas, new construction homes in Houston, but you don't want to put something that's not relevant. When you're looking at your hashtags, you want to make sure that your hashtags match what your video is about, because that's going to help YouTube suggest your video or bring it up when people are searching for those different hashtags. You want to keep everything relevant, but hashtags are a good way to have your video come up when people are searching as well. Okay, that's the end of the slide. I'm going to show you guys some more, just show you guys my page, some videos. That way you can kind of see how I do my videos. This is my contact information. I'm on Instagram, Nicole Ellison Realtor. DM me if you ever have any questions about YouTube.
We do have one question as you start to switch over. We have one question in
Yeah.
the chat. Do you know what it takes to monetize YouTube? Have you started monetizing it besides, transactions?
Yes. So to monetize, okay, there are these apps you can use. One is called a YouTube Tracker. One is called YouTube Studio. Those are the two main ones. And what that does is it keeps track of all of your numbers, your analytics, and to monetize, I'm bringing it up now. Let me see. Okay. So to monetize, you need 3,000 watch hours. Okay, so right now I'm not monetized. Right now I have 2,472 watch hours. So you need 3,000. And so the watch hours are the total number of hours that people have watched your videos. Okay, so you need 3,000 watch hours and um, oh, and 1,000 subscribers. Once you do that, you go into the app and I'm sorry, 4,000 watch hours. 4,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. Once you reach those, the eligibility, there is on YouTube Studio, it will guide you on what to do to get monetized. So I'm not there yet, but I do plan on doing it once I reach that threshold. So YouTube Studio, and YouTube Studio is good too because every week it'll give you your your analytics for that previous week. So it'll tell you, okay, this week you got 3,000 views, your watch time was 128 hours. The most watched videos was, it tells you your most watched videos. So it kind of gives you a breakdown of what happened with your YouTube that past week. And so YouTube Studio, I would definitely recommend, as well as YouTube Tracker. Any other questions in there, Rachel?
Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself.
It's okay.
Anybody have any other questions? So what is your schedule? Is a question.
As as far as what?
Brianna, can you clarify? Are you talking about like a posting schedule, or like what does an average day look like for Nicole? What can you clarify that question a little bit more? Or you could just answer both of those questions. Maybe start off with, what is your posting schedule? Like how often do
Okay.
you post?
So my goal is to um record my YouTube videos on Fridays and post them Saturday mornings. What I have found is posting on a weekend morning, you get more views. It's the weekend, people, they're at home for the most part. They might be sitting around. Hello, everyone. It's Nicole Ellison. They're sitting around, searching up, thinking about moving to Houston, so they're searching on YouTube. So posting on Saturday morning or Sunday morning, I've noticed that I get more views that way compared to posting on a Tuesday at 2 o'clock when everybody's at work. But that is my goal, is to record on Fridays, post on Saturday mornings. And when I record, I try to batch record. So I'll go out, I'll bring different outfits, go to different model homes and record like 3 or 4 videos in that one day. That way, if I don't make it out to record that next week, I still have a video that I can post. Now, I said that was my goal. I haven't posted in a month. I've just been super busy, but what'd you say?
You've been traveling. I've been on these.
Yes, it's summertime. Um, but definitely posting once a week. That is the goal for sure. As far as my schedule, so my schedule is in the mornings, I cold call. So I'm cold calling from 8 to 11, expired, circle prospecting. Then from 11 to 12, I'll do my follow-up, which is just following up with, I use a CRM follow-up boss, and it kind of tells you who you need to follow up with on that day. So I do all my follow-ups from 11 to 12. I have lunch, and then I'll do my kind of just lead cleanup. So I'm like in my CRM, just entering new leads and, just kind of cleaning up my CRM. And then after that is when on Fridays, I would do my recording in the afternoon. Or if I have appointments or things like that, I'll do all that in the afternoon. But definitely you do want to have a schedule, time blocking when you want to do all of your lead generation. That way, if it's not in your calendar, it's not happening. So make sure it's in your calendar to, however you do your lead generation, and then also recording your videos.
So I'm gonna jump in and ask a question because it's kind of related to the topic.
Mhm.
You mentioned all of these things like lead generation, time blocking, et cetera, et cetera. When do you have time to run your business or do the transactional things like showing properties? Do you have any help with that?
So I don't. I am a solo agent. I do it all on my own. I'm gonna have to get some help because it's getting overwhelming, but I do it all on my own. And I save that time for the afternoon. So in the morning, I make sure to prospect every day in the morning. Like prospecting is that's going to happen regardless. So prospecting in the morning and then the afternoon, I will save that for working on my business for the admin work, showing homes, inspections, closings, all that. I try to do all that in the afternoon after about after 1 o'clock or after for any appointments and things like that. The prospecting is going to be priority because when you have these transactions going and coming in, you don't want to stop prospecting because once those transactions close and you're like, oh, I got to get on it again, so you want to keep that pipeline going, keep that pipeline full. So I would just suggest make sure to have a time. If you can't do it in the morning, just have a time to where it's dedicated to prospecting every day.
Absolutely. Thank you for saying that.
Mhm.
Some of us need to hear that.
Yes, for sure.
Uh, let's see. Next question is this a good platform to increase your sales price?
Yes, 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 yes. So I stick to what the average sales price is in Houston, which is around 350,000, 400. I stick to that. But if you're trying to get in, to luxury, then you want to show those $1 million homes, so those 800, 900, whatever that price point is in your market. Do videos on that price point and the algorithm will pick up and your videos will be sent to people who are searching in that price range. So yes, YouTube is a great way to do that. You could do a video on, jumbo loans and just different things that have to do with that price point. So yes, if you want to niche to luxury or, a certain price point, that's a price point you want to focus on in your YouTube videos for sure.
Yeah, and I do want to kind of re-highlight something you mentioned earlier about oh sorry, I'll turn my camera on too so y'all can see me. But something that you mentioned earlier about the reason why YouTube is so different from things like Instagram or Facebook is because it is a search engine. And so the way that people are coming to your page are going to be a lot different than, those other avenues. And so making sure that you have those keyword items and making sure that you're very targeted and focused on a specific topic that people are going to be searching, like your audience. So
Exactly. For sure.
um let's see, lots of questions. Thank
Oh,
y'all.
good.
Keeping
Okay.
us engaged. Are you only using YouTube for lead generation? If not, what other lead generating activities are you doing? You kind of talked about that a little bit on mentioning cold calling, which of course we'd love a clap on that at some point.
Yes. Of course. Yes. So cold calling is my number one lead generation strategy. And that's where I get my listings from. So my listings I get from cold calling. And then my buyers are going to be from YouTube. Social media, I do Instagram. I'm active on Instagram and Facebook. And I've got, a few clients from it, but not as much as YouTube and cold calling. I think, and it's because, like I said, YouTube's more intentional. Cold calling is more intentional. I'm calling people, expired to people who have their house. They raise their hand and say, hey, I want to sell my house. It didn't sell, but you can still help them. So, but YouTube, cold calling, and social media are my three lead prospecting lead generation strategies that I use.
Mhm. Cool, cool. And also too, those videos go far for people who are maybe searching it themselves and think about someone else. So like the sharing
Mhm.
of the videos.
Mhm. Had 741 shares, so that's pretty big, for sure.
Okay. Do you have a link to a landing page to capture your leads' contact information?
So the way you guys can see my YouTube right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. So there's links, right? Once you set up your page, it'll take you through it'll take you through the steps on what you need to do. It's going to be a step where you can put links. And so that's my about section. But my links here. So a lot of people, they go to my Calendly and just schedule a consultation. Like that's kind of the number one way where I'm getting their contact information. I thought I had it in here. I think I used to have in here like search for homes. Maybe it's in my description. Let me see. Hold on. Think I had like a search for homes and it'll bring them to my EXP page. Let me see. Here it is. For more details or to request a tour. Let's see. I think this one. So this one brings them to my EXP. Okay, yes. So what they do is when they start searching for homes, once they find a home and they click on 2 pictures, after that second picture, it will ask for their email address and phone number. And so then I get an email saying, I have a new lead. This is what they're searching. It tells you what price range they searched, what area they searched, how many bedrooms, and it also gives you their email and phone number. And so then my CRM automatically sends them an email and a text. So you want to start getting automation that way. I don't have to do it every time, I get that lead coming in. The CRM does it for me. They get put on a drip campaign. It's like a nurturing buyer drip campaign. But then when I have time, I do call them and reach out and just kind of get like, hey, thank you for registering on my website. I saw that you're interested in the homes in Humble under 300,000. Tell me a little bit about what your real estate goals are. Just kind of get more information. And then I add them to my CRM. So they're getting my weekly email. They're on a drip campaign, getting emails from me. I follow up with them regarding on how long, if they're looking to buy within 30 days, 6 months, a year, so definitely in your YouTube, you want to put a link in there where you can get their contact information. And this is in the video description is where I put it. So this is the description. So it tells what the video is about. I'm using my keywords and everything. And then it has here for more details or to request a tour, it has the website. And then it has, my contact information, like give them everything it has where they can Calendly, they can schedule a consultation. So all that information helps with them reaching out to you.
Let's see what else we got. Do you have someone record you, or are you able to record yourself with just the tools mentioned earlier?
I do everything by myself. I am the only person there. So first I start off vlog style, which is holding, the stabilizer or the camera, and I'm just talking in the camera. I start off that way. And then I turn the camera around, and then that's when I start recording the house. Or if I'm doing a community video, I start recording the video with the community. I'm gonna show you guys one of my community videos, but once I record the video, I add some voice over in there, which you can do in the editing software. But everything I do is on my own. I started incorporating informational talking videos where I'm giving information on the pros and cons of living in Houston. I recorded it myself, but I did get a company to edit the videos for me. Editing does become editing, it takes some time. It's just like if you can leverage that and have someone else edit for you. But starting off, I was doing it all on my own. And so you can do it all by yourself. You don't have to have anyone there with you. You can do it all on your own with the tools that I mentioned earlier.
And I want to shout you out too, because many of us, and I will say myself too, sometimes I have my excuses, but you're not just here doing it by yourself. You're a mother of two, like very actively
Mhm.
involved in different organizations and things of that nature too. So, a lot of us will come with our excuses of what we can't do. Like, I can't do it because I don't have anybody to film me. Well, you figured
Right.
it out. There is a way to do it. So, really appreciate you sharing all of this and being that
For
inspiration for
sure.
us to just get up and do and act.
Yes, because there's times my kids are there while I'm recording.
They need to start
So
recording. You gotta teach
I
them.
right? My daughter's getting old enough, so she's gonna be my little assistant in a few years.
Next question. Is your YouTube traffic all organic, or are you taking any additional actions to drive traffic to your page?
Yeah, everything is organic. So, I do watch some of these YouTube people and they kind of give advice on what to do and what not to do. And they said, don't run ads, don't do any of that because it messes up your algorithm. And so everything that I do is organic. I don't want to take any chances on messing up anything with my channel. So I've never ran any ads or anything. It's all organic. And the best thing you can do, I'm telling you, is to post consistently. Because that's gonna get that the YouTube algorithm flowing, and then it's gonna know who to send your videos to. So definitely consistency is the key with YouTube for sure.
Yeah. And you mentioned asking, like using your best friend ChatGPT to help you with the content
Yes.
creation and
Yes.
questions. And so
Yes.
one tip is to ask, like, what are the questions that people are asking, right? So being able to
Yes.
answer the
Yes. What are they
questions,
searching?
what are they searching for? And if you can answer those questions, like that'll help with the SEO. Um,
Exactly.
do you recommend doing market updates on your YouTube channel since it's not evergreen content?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I haven't done it. I've seen it where people do it on YouTube, but I have not done it because it's not evergreen. So I want to stick to evergreen. So for me, that's new construction, that's community tours, and then just pros and cons on living, in your city, the top 5 suburbs in your city, just information people will always be searching for.
Mhm. Okay. Will let's see. Do you recommend? Oh no, we just did that one. Will the slide decks be made available? Um, so I don't know if we will be sharing the slide deck, but we definitely will have this on the
Hello, everyone.
EXP network YouTube channel as well. On both, Ashley posted the link, so make sure you like and subscribe. Right, that's what we're supposed to be doing here. um, and also, of course, go follow these pages. Go follow Nicole's pages so you can get that inspiration too.
For sure. That's one thing that I do. I look at other agents' YouTubes and kind of see what they're doing videos on, kind of see how many views it got and the ones that are really popular. So that's a good thing to do is just start looking at other agents' YouTubes and seeing what they're making their videos on.
Yes. So what you're gonna have to do is go there and watch it and be on there for at least 4 or 5 months.
Right. Get that watch time up.
Smart, smart. Do you have a prospecting coach you can suggest?
Yeah, so I did Brandon Mulrenan's coaching program, and he teaches cold calling. So that's how I learned how to cold call was through his program.
Can you say
Um,
that again or spell it?
Brandon and then Mulrenan. So Mulrenin.
Oh,
Think I did that right. Let me make sure.
that's a
Brandon
YouTube page of some
Mul.
sort.
There it goes. Brandon Mulrenan.
Mhm.
Yeah, him right here. So I did his coaching program and it's focused on cold calling.
Okay. Thank you for
Mhm.
that. Let's see. Have you made a conscious decision to not focus on TikTok? And if so, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't get into TikTok. I don't know. It just didn't work for me. I wasn't getting anything from it. And so I would post whatever I would post on Instagram. I would just copy and paste, put it in TikTok as well. But like to me, once again, TikTok is just one of those things people are just kind of, just scrolling. It's not really intentional. And so I don't do TikTok. I stick to Instagram. Um, Facebook, I have gotten a lot of, leads from Facebook and then just YouTube.
Yeah.
But
And
if
I
hey, if TikTok works for you, definitely do it. It just didn't work for me.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things. It's like you don't have to be on all the platforms, but if you focus and think about like who your audience is, who's going to be on there, who you want to work with, figuring out like what platforms are going to be best for you in that space. I know a lot of agents who have gotten lots of traction on TikTok, but
Right.
you probably have to be willing to do the very short spurts of entertainment type
Hello,
of
everyone. It's
um,
Nicole
you know,
Ellison.
content.
Right.
Um, Is YouTube lead generation similar to Google Ads? And if so, what is your monthly budget for YouTube and Google Ads? You touched on that
I
a
don't
little
run
bit.
any ads. Everything I do is free. My cold calling is free. I mean, I pay for my dialer, but my cold calling is free. I shoot videos for free and just post it on social media. So everything I do, I try not to spend any money on lead generating. So I don't run any ads. I don't have a budget for ads. Um,
Yep.
I
So
would
there's an
say
excuse killer. If you're saying like I don't have enough money to do this, it's free.
it's free. Exactly, exactly. Um, I would say like I have received leads from Google, from my Google My Business page. I don't do ads. I just, I make sure for Google my business page, you want to make sure, get those reviews. Every client you work with, have them write a review. So the more reviews you have, pictures, they say you're supposed to have like 100 pictures. It just helps your SEO with Google, having 100 pictures. So every time I have a closing, I put a picture of my clients. I put, if you see my Instagram, my sold or, little Instagram posts I do, I put those on Google. I do Google updates, which is like social media. So I put those same posts that I put on social media, I put on Google. So that just, it helps keep your SEO with Google as well. So I have received calls from Google and they are similar to YouTube because the people, they're finding you and they're reaching out to you. So it's more of a warm, it feels like a warm lead when they call you and they're like, they want to work with you. They're like, oh yeah, we saw your Google, we saw your reviews, all that. So to me, when you get those leads from YouTube and Google, they're easier to work with
Yeah. Do you mind
because you
pulling up
already gained their trust.
your Google page just so we can kind of see? Like for
Yeah,
anyone
yeah.
who might not be familiar with what that is.
Sure. Yeah, let me bring it up. Actually, I can do it right here.
So Google, again, another powerful tool. Google owns YouTube, so they
Mm-hmm.
almost work hand in hand for website search engine optimization. And getting those reviews is really important because it'll push your credibility up when you have people that are saying good things about you. Um, but also a lot of it is tied geographically. So if you set kind of the parameters and where you work, you're more likely to pop up, especially if you have, again, the
Yeah,
different
I'm
time.
gonna sign. No, I don't want to sign out. Then I say, okay. This is how it looks when I bring it up. But this is my Google My Business page here. So has my name. Even when people just search like EXP Realty, I come up, because that's in my name. I have my Google reviews. So your clients that, once you have that closing, I send out an email, I send a text asking them to leave a review. Um, I get website clicks on here. My phone number has my office hours. Products is something you can add on Google. And so I put like a home seller checklist. Let's see if I could bring it up.
That's great that you have
Yeah,
that.
yeah, and all this, it's just free, guys. Like you have to use it. So pre-listing checklist, if they want, a home valuation, this one says like to um text value to this number, to get a home valuation. That's how I can kind of get their information, sell it. This different, this things that'll help them with buying, with selling. I put that in my products. And then you have your update. So these are posts and these will be on my social media. I add them on Google as well. So when I have under contract, just listed, under contract, everything I'm doing, it's going into my updates. And all this, along with your pictures are very important, adds to your SEO. So, I mean, I'm just posting. If I got a house list, I'm take a picture of the house with my sign and put it on here. My clients
Mhm.
sold. I mean, all this, it gives you that credibility.
Yeah.
So like the one house I just sold in Prairie View, she found me on Google and she was like, "Oh my God, I just loved all of your pictures, with your clients and your reviews." And that's what she put in her review. Like, I found her on Google. She had great reviews. And so, this is ways that you can get clients and it's free. Like, I cannot stress enough. I do all free lead generation. So, but these are all my pictures on the side here. I just every try to post as much as I can because that helps with
Anything
your
else? Right. So while you're posting on Instagram, throw that on Google, and
what
there's
is
an
on
app
there.
as well.
Yep.
We have lots more questions. I'm gonna try and run through them. We only have 4 minutes
Okay.
left. Is it a bad idea to showcase more than one county? For example, I'm right between Tallahassee and PC Beach, Florida. Sorry, I don't know what that is, but should I only be focusing on one at a time, or does it not matter?
I don't think it matters. Yeah, it shouldn't matter at all. I would just, because for me, I do Cypress, Texas, I do Humboldt, Texas, Pearland, Manville. Like, I'm in different areas in Houston, so I'm sure you could do the same in Florida as well. And that'll just make your search, even bigger to reach more people.
We kind of addressed the do you run ads for your listings on YouTube? No, you're all free. Are you currently using KV Core? You said you do use it for some lead capture.
Well,
Um,
yeah, the lead capturing, but so my KV core is connected to my follow-up boss. So it'll go through KV core, but it ultimately comes up in follow-up boss. And I use follow-up boss as my CRM.
yeah, and I'll clarify that as someone who does the same. KV
Yeah.
Core has the like website, and for lead capture, the integration for MLS search.
Yeah.
But Follow Up Boss is your actual CRM that you.
Yes.
Let's see what else we got. Do you use your Facebook business page to post or your personal Facebook page?
So I use both. I do have my Facebook business page connected to my Instagram. So it will, what I post on Instagram will automatically go to Facebook business. But my personal page, I post the same thing. I just have more friends on my personal Facebook page. And so I get more leads from my personal Facebook page than I do my business.
Mhm.
But I do post on both.
Yeah. I think everybody has different philosophies on that, whether you use the
Yeah.
personal, but I think it probably lends to whether you are a work by sphere, work by referral, probably more
Mhm.
your personal stuff, or if you're doing things like, people are organically finding you through a business setting, you kind of want that to reflect in your page.
Right, and the personal is more my sphere, so at least, they're seeing me every day posting, so I'm staying top of mind with them and that's how they send me referrals, or if they're ready to use me, then they'll reach out.
For your video content, are you just talking free form flowing or are you reading transcripts or scripts?
So it's kind of both. When I do my just new construction videos or model homes, I'm just giving them information about the home. I'm not really talking too much on those videos. My videos about pros and cons of Houston, top 5 suburbs. I use ChatGPT to write out a script for me, and I follow that script. I use an app called what is it called? Um, Teleprompter,
Oh,
and I'm following a script from ChatGPT on that.
cool. And I will say for anybody who's in the Houston, one of the best markets to be a real estate agent in, Houston Association of Realtors has a whole studio that you can, you know, book time in, and they have teleprompters and all kinds of things. It's really great. Green
Yeah.
screen. And what dialer? A couple of people asked, what dialer do you use for cold calling?
Yes, I use Mojo. That to me, that's been the best one. I tried a couple other ones, but my number kept getting marked as spam. So with Mojo, they whitelist your number to where it does not get marked as spam. So I use Mojo.
Good tip. And Mojo also integrates with Follow Up Boss.
Yes.
I think that's pretty much it. Is there a link to share with previous clients for the Google reviews? Yes, if you have a Google page, right?
Is there a link to share? So, like, what do I share to my previous clients when I want them to leave a review?
I'm guessing yes.
Yeah, yeah. So there is Yeah, there's a link on here and
Yeah, it's right
oh,
here on
ask for review.
the
Here it
page.
is.
It's like ask for review, and you can save that link.
And then you can save this link. And so I'll send an email and then I'll also send a text and I'll paste that link in there.
Okay. So I want to be respectful of everyone's time, and I want to just, say thank you so much. This was a really great training, very clear, very easy steps to get started and not too complicated. Don't overcomplicate it, because sometimes I think when you're like, oh, I want to get into YouTube, it just feels like, oh, I got to get a studio, I got to do all these things. But what you said, most of what you do is free. You have very simple tools, you do it yourself,
Yeah.
and you outline the steps for us. So if you want to know how to do it, go back into that YouTube video once it's posted um, on our Black EXP network. And again, Nicole, if this is something that you share and you want to, share it on Workplace, I recommend it, because then again, more people will watch it on your page as well to drive that traffic.
Yes.
We do this. Well, before I get in, if you scroll up into the chat, there's several ways that you can connect with Nicole Ellison. So make sure to follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And we also posted links for you to connect with Ben in our private Facebook groups, Instagram, Workplace, and all the places, YouTube. You can check out our July newsletter. And again, we do this every second Tuesday of the month. So next month, August 13th, you can look forward to Stacy Pulliam, who's going to be talking about looking beyond the walls. And she's going to be talking about various streams of income. So, of course, we're entrepreneurs. We do real estate, but we probably don't want to just do this forever. So, how do you create multiple streams of income that are real estate related, or, something that is kind of in line with what we're already doing? So, other than that, I think that's all we have for you today. Melanie, anything you need to share before we jump
No,
out?
but I just let everybody know just how dedicated Nicole was for them for this training. You didn't mention, did you mention where she was right now?
Oh, so Nicole, it is 4 a.m. in Dubai, because when she signed up like 6 months ago, she did not know she was going to be in Dubai.
Right.
So she's super dedicated to being able to share this information with y'all. So give a round of applause, some clap snaps, or
Thank
whatever you
you.
want to throw in the chat. I can tell that there were a lot of people who really enjoyed this. It's a really, really great training. So
Yeah,
thank you.
great feedback in the comments, Nicole. Thank you. And this is on Workplace too, guys. You can rewatch it there. So thank you, Rachel, for bringing us this great talent. Houston's got it going on. I don't know what's going on down there, guys, but EXP is blazing down in H-Town. All right.
We got hurricanes, but we have real estate and lots of agents. So,
Right.
all right, y'all. Well, have a
Thank
great
you,
evening.
guys.
We hope you enjoyed it. Get some rest, Nicole, and
Thank you. I'll be back tomorrow.
safe travels on your way back to the States.
Thank you.
Y'all
Bye,
have a good
guys.
evening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.